and I'm excited. I've decided to um, go ahead and turn this HP notebook, which is a pretty nice notebook, into this. It even says HP on it. And this is a, the screen and everything is really nice. It's a big 17 inch. I mean, it's huge, you know. But it's just basically your run of the mill HP. They make, doesn't really matter which one you buy, they're all kind of the same. Now, this one here was cheap. It has a hybrid hard drive in it. I don't even know what that means. What hybrid? It's half SSD and half HDD. I mean, seems impossible to me, but that's what they're calling it. Anyway, it's really crappy. It's slow. It's only a 52. It's running at 5,200 RPMs, which is your I get RPMs and BPMs, beats per minute, and rotations, all that stuff. Whatever. So for my birthday, which just happened, my wife asked me what I would like, and I said, "Why don't you buy me what I need to turn your crappy little Windows laptop into a nice, sleek Linux laptop. I'll put in something that's nice and friendly for you." So I decided to put in the latest version of Mint, and I'm going to put in the XFCE version because I think that that's the most common and easiest to use desktops. There's GNOME and there's KDE and there's XFCE, and the latest and greatest that I have. It's not the latest and greatest, but to me it is called Enlightenment that I have on the new AV Linux MX23, which I will talk about that in some upcoming videos. I'm kind of feeling the urge to do some videos. I haven't done any for so long. At least 10 or 15 other videos out there showing how to take this apart. You know, First thing you got to do is take these rubber things off, which I think I can do that pretty easily with the right tool. And so anyway, I'll just be coming back and forth talking to you as we go. Anyway, I'm going to put this on hold so I can go ahead and take this back apart, and then I'll be back when I'm about ready to take this cover off. The trials and tribulations of taking this cover off. So these rubber things on the back, they have to come off in order to get to these screws that are underneath. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 screws that have to come out of this thing. Yeah, so I lied. There's 10 screws. Now, can't take it up this way. I have to flip it over and take the keyboard off. Well, taking this cover off wasn't exactly the easiest thing, but I did discover, which didn't show up on any of the other YouTubes that I watched, that you really had to close this up and then pry this off really from this side, but you can't get to it until you got to open it up to get in there and start prying it loose. It's just a bunch of like little plastic clips, that clip on, and but you got to get the, I don't know if you can see any of that. Probably doesn't matter. But when you get to the end, once you get it kind of loose, I ended up having to close it up and turn it upside down, and then it kind of just came off real easily. So my mistake. But if you run into this, you know, that's what you got to do. All right. So let's look at this hard drive here. Alright, this is just really a piece of guando. Probably going to need these. This is a plastic case, so I've got to take this like rubber frame around this off, like so, and then stick it back around. Okay, so I got this in pretty easily. It's a little rubber deal, fits into the sideways holes, and should be able to just go right in here. Go down that way. I'm going to turn it off again. All right, well, I finally got this in here, and it looks like this plastic part has, okay, there's two little clips on each side you have to open up, and then it, you know, flexes on up like this, and then literally you can just yank it out. There you go. This is a well, this thing had 8 gigs in it, so I'm assuming this is an 8 gig. Yeah. So we're going to put in 16 gigs on each side and hope that this machine will take 32 gig package. All right, once I got out of the package, it went in pretty easily. So let's make sure I got this all. Okay, this is going to go this way. And then I just press it down, and those little clips come in and lock it in place. So there you have it. So we have new hard drive in, and we have 2 modules of RAM. This is the battery, which is where my old Dell Latitude, which is now probably close to 15 or 16 years old, is so much easier than this to work on. I mean, this isn't bad, but you know, so much better. It's so much easier when you just take the back off. This thing, the battery, you don't have to get into this on the Latitude. It just unclips and pulls out of the back. So you can charge multiple batteries. This one never. And this only has an i3 in it, which is right under here. But it's, from what I can tell, it's soldered in place. So without replacing this whole motherboard and having a, you know, an i7 or an i9 built into that motherboard, you just can't change it out. So I'm going to live with an i3 Intel CPU, which is a dog as far as I'm concerned. You know, I wish this was a Ryzen computer, but it's not. Coming up and asking me all kinds of questions. Here we go. Execute. Oh yeah, I definitely want to execute. There it goes. Circle spinning. This is my first time doing Linux Mint. So it's all new to me. There we go. Welcome. Well, that's about it. I'm going to go ahead and put this get this thing together. Surprise my wife. I'm sure she's going to look at it and go, oh my God, what has he done to me now? But, hey. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get this laptop all set up with Linux Mint. And I guess I'll just put it on hold, and then when I get it all booted up into Mint, I'll show it to you again. And well, let me turn this stupid light off. This thing's so bright. There we go. Much better, and you can see the screen a lot better too. Anyway, hold, amigos. Okay, so it's now been installed, and it's being rebooted. And here it is. Welcome to Linux Mint. It caught my Wi-Fi. I have MetroNet now, by the way, which works way better than Comcast. It still messes up, but way less frequently. Okay. So that's kind of it. I took this machine. I took a crappy hybrid HD and I put in they do make a BX7 now. That was an older BX5, but I got that crucial 1 terabyte on Amazon for I think it was $55 or something like that. And then the 2 gigs of RAM, or the 32 gigs of RAM that's now in this machine. I don't know what I paid for it. DDR4. I think it was up there probably around $60 or something for those two. So really, comparatively, compared to what used to be the deal, it's so much cheaper to upgrade a computer. Now, this is a hot rod computer, so Mint's going to just work, really good on this. If there is any problems, I'll let you know, because I'm going to install OBS and give it a shot on here too, see what it's like, see how good Mint works. I've never messed with Mint, although it is a derivative of Ubuntu, which is a derivative of Debian. Yeah. I have a Debian and I have Arch. Both. I think MX Linux is also Debian, or Debian, or Debun, or however they say it. I've heard it pronounced so many different ways, so I don't think anybody knows, except for maybe the guy who invented it. He probably knows the right way to say it. Anyway, I know this is kind of another video where there's just 10,000 videos of people doing this to their computer, but for me it was fun. So that's all. That's why I did it. Anyway, adios. I will talk to you later. Yeah, that's the deal. Way later. Not way later. I'll probably got to do another video even this weekend coming up. So in the next couple of days. I don't know when I'll put this one on the internet, but because it looks like I have to edit it. I left it on during one of my trying to get something done. I can't remember now, but I'll look at it. Okay. Adios, my friends.